What's going on? Ellis in the building, and I represent Sensory Overload. And today I have 5 cents for your spring fling. Okay? So whether you in a relationship, situationship, friend zone shit, or some bullshit, I'm gonna make sure you smell good, alright? But for my fellas in the friend zone, it's pimping over simping, player. Pimping over simping. Don't get caught up out there, alright? But that's either here or there. Just had to let you know. We're gonna move on to the first fragrance. And this first fragrance is gonna be inspired by the house of Louis Vuitton. I had to throw Louis in here, okay? And honestly, this is one of my favorite ones. This right here is inspired by Pacific Chill. This is Chillin' by the Pacific. Chillin' by the Pacific. Citron, orange, lemon, mint, blackcurrant, coriander. You're gonna have apricot, basil, carrot seed, May rose, dates, fig, and ambrette. From the opening to the dry down, this fragrance is just a pleasure to wear. You're gonna have that citrus component there in the opening, okay? But you also get some of that sexy, unique apricot. What I like about this fragrance is that it has a touch of uniqueness while still being mass appealing. Get this in your collection. This is, to me, a 10 out of 10 fragrance. There ain't too many fragrances that I would just say is perfect, but this is perfect. It's unique. This has a sense of luxuriousness to it, okay? Compliment getting. You know what I mean? And just people is not going to be outside wearing this. You feel me? Like, you know how everybody got the panda dunks? Like this ain't that. You know what I mean? You standing out on your own with this fragrance, all right? Check it out. So, inspired by the house of Louis Vuitton, Pacific Chill, I highly recommend Chilling by the Pacific or get the OG. But regardless, it's that scent profile that you need to have in your collection. On to the next. Number 2. So number 2 is going to be a hybrid fragrance, okay? It's going to be 2 mass appealing fragrances that actually come together pretty well. So it's going to be YSL Y Le Parfum mixed with Parfums de Marly Leighton. And what we got here, we got something called Royal Chariots d'Attar. Royal Chariots d'Attar. That's going to be bergamot, apple, mandarin, aldehydes, grapefruit, ginger, lavender, jasmine, violet, sage, geranium, patchouli, cardamom, guaiac wood, sandalwood. All right, you're going to have cedar wood, pepper, tonka beans, albanium, and vanilla. There's a plethora of notes, ain't it? This is still going to smell more like YSLY Le Parfum. So if we used to do a ratio, it's going to be probably 70% YSL, 30% Parfums de Marly. So if you already have YSLY Le Parfum, don't get this. It'll be a bit redundant. But for my fellas that don't have it in the collection, check this out. Now, if you got Parfums de Marly Leighton, it's not going to smell similar to this, and it will not be redundant. So I still will say check this out as well, okay? This right here is bright, fresh, soapy. Compliment again. It smells a bit synthetic, but who cares? As long as it smells good, that's all I'm really here for. You feel me? It's going to smell more, like I said, towards that YSL side. So you know they going to do their thing. YSL did such a good job with that Y line. They made some mass appealing, compliment getting designer fragrances. And yeah, this is a good mix. But like I said, it's more of a 70-30. So YSLY, Le Parfum, with a little splash of Leighton. That's what you're going to get here. So, it's Royal Chariots d'Attar at the number 2 spot. Number 3. So, number 3 is going to be inspired by Versace Dylan Blue. And this right here by the House of Dua is his Bleu Welsh Sea. His Bleu Welsh Sea. So you're going to have bergamot, Calabrian lemon, grapefruit, fig leaves, violet leaf, black pepper, jessamine broxen, some patchouli, some papyrus, all right? Some incense, tonka bean, saffron, and musk. This fragrance, it gets a little musky near the base, but it's also a bit aquatic and woody. Fresh, This is just a good, mass appealing fragrance. So with this one, it's going to be versatile, a bit bold, but clean. All right. It's going to be a bit sophisticated. You can wear this in any occasion. It's going to shine during a date. It's going to do well during the daytime, evening wear, work time. Like if you're spring fling, you crushes at the office. This is cool. You know what I mean? But don't mix up business and pleasures. And all I'm saying is stay focused on the bag. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. All right. But this is also good for the office environment. You feel me? Overall, a good Swiss Army knife. Like pretty much the ones I've been mentioning are really just good for whenever, all right? Because you never know you're going to bump into somebody. You feel me? So I highly suggest that you either get your nose on Versace Dylan Blue or its clone, his Bleu Welsh Sea. Number 4. So number 4 is actually a new addition into my collection. And the first day I wore it, I got a compliment. I was like, "Yep, yep, this is that. This is that." And it's got a bit of hype going on right now. It's inspired by Polo 67 that I have for you here. It's called Bet on 67. Bet on 67. Bergamot Essence, Aquatic Accord, Lavender Heart, Pineapple, Geranium, Sunflower Seeds Accord, Clary Sage, Essence Heart, Haitian Vetiver. Got some Sandalwood Essence, Patchouli Heart as well. There's a lot of heart and a lot of essence going on in this fragrance. And just for those that don't know, lavender is a hybrid form of lavender where it's a bit fresher, sweeter, and herbaceous. Okay, so that's what lavender is. I'm like, are they just making stuff up? But it's a real thing if you Google it. So nice, modern blue fragrance is what you're getting here. You're getting some of the fruitiness. The pineapple is there, but the pineapple isn't going to hit you on no Aventus type wave, okay? Because when you spray Aventus, that pineapple will like hit you with the 1-2 combo. You're going to know that's Aventus. But this is a good blue, safe fragrance, and I say safe because I do think that Ralph Lauren didn't go too creative with this. They wanted to get a broad audience, make sure that anybody could wear this and feel confident. And I guarantee that you will feel confident wearing this fragrance. It's a compliment getter. It's blue. It's clean. A little bit fruity. Mass appealing. So you can either get Polo 67 or you could get House of Dua Bet on 67. On to the next. Last but not least, what I have for you is inspired by the house of YSL L'Homme Autumn. Okay? This right here is called Ultimate Rendezvous. Ultimate Rendezvous. Grapefruit, ginger, cardamom. You have rose, geranium, clary sage, apple. You have some cedarwood, vetiver, laburnum, and some cashmere wood. The opening is going to be bright with that ginger. Cardamom isn't going to really be in your face like a lot of YSL fragrances are known for. Like that ginger note, cardamom, they've perfected that if you ask me. This fragrance is a nice, refined, masculine fragrance, all right? The dry down is really where this shines. The opening isn't bad at all. It's appealing. But I just think that once it gets to the base and sits on your skin for like an hour, you'll be like, whoa, this smells better than what I expected. It does have a bit of a transition from opening to close. And that's what I realized from when I wore it. So, you know what I mean? Before you go out on your date or whatever, make sure you spray the clothes first, then take your shower and get ready. Let it go through its process, its transition process, because when it's in its base note, I think that's when it's at its peak. That's when it's gonna smell its best. And then when you start getting them hugs from your lady, whatever, she like, you know what I mean? Like she Tony Montana, you know what I mean? Taking a big whiff of you, okay? But I think this would be a good addition in your collection. Slept on fragrance. This YSL is actually discontinued. So in the gray market, you will have to pay a premium. I'm glad that you could get the replica for the low, whatever it's worth. Definitely worth getting your nose on. So we discussed 5 fragrances for your spring fling. All right, fellas. So you guys have a good, safe spring. You feel me? And remember, make sure you smell your best. You stay blessed. I'll catch you next time. Peace.